running a little behind, and having a little bit of a technical difficulties with a couple of other things kind of going on in the background. Um, don't worry. For the most part, we are still waiting on. Why is there no? Hold on, I have to fix that because that's not okay. There we go.
Let's hope that D&D Beyond works better for y'all that use it this time.
I was more concerned with the fact that stream wasn't
On the right layer or page.
using the right monitor. It wasn't using any monitor, and I'm like, now how did that happen?
Again,
So
technical
yeah.
difficulties.
Anyway, yeah, we're totally on top of everything tonight, guys, as you can totally tell.
Totally. No sarcasm whatsoever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a fun night. Rona may or may not be joining us. He's kind of got a little bit of a migraine, so he said that if it goes away, he will join us at that point in time. We'll see what happens. If he joins us, great. If not, sad face.
Yup.
Is he at least listening, or is he like passed out on a couch kind of migraine?
Good question. Why don't you ask him? I don't know, unfortunately.
If I yell loud enough, maybe I'll make his migraine worse, and then it'll go away.
I think you give the rest of us a migraine as well.
Is that how that works? I didn't know that was how that worked.
That's how it works in Katie's brain.
Sure. All right. Well, in the meantime, because I'm assuming. Well, actually, let me ask this: does anybody wish to attempt the recap this?
I will try.
Thank God, because it's not me.
Well, you're in a fortunate situation where not a ton happened.
Yeah, no.
But still information. The
Also,
question that I
Asta,
have,
pull your mic away from your mouth because we're hearing every single exhale.
Sorry.
Nope, you're good. I was about to say that, but I wanted to finish my own thought.
Sorry.
You didn't do it last week, did you?
No.
Okay, yeah. Then have at it. I'm gonna roll and see how my dice.
It was Rona.
Oh no.
You mean our note taker?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
I try to keep notes.
So last week, we did a little dinking around, figured out our cleric's hands did not unpetrify. So his hands are still solid rock wrapped around his weapons, which thankfully did not petrify.
Yeah.
Because your stuff's magical.
Yep.
So at least your weapons still do normal damage and they don't break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a little interactions with the group. Just flavor text things, talking about, oh, hey, the asshole contacted me again. And everyone's just like, ah, shit. And then we got up to continue on. Coming into the next room, which most of the party is in right now. Which was a mile-long tunnel before that, correct?
Before this room, yes.
We got, I think it was double nuked.
Wouldn't call it a nuke. They had a pretty good hit, but
By two what we later found out were dark elf mages. That was annoying. As well as 4 rogues of some kind. I think 2 were assassins, if not all 4. Anyways.
A pot of drow, if you will.
Yeah. Total of 6. And our dice just decided, hey, let's make tonight absolutely painful for the group. As well as Rip's dice, yes.
Hey, I only had 2 natural 20s the entire night, okay?
Yeah, but you didn't roll low, really.
I mean, you guys are also higher level. Anyway.
Anyways, we won by the skin of our teeth with multiple people going down, including the cleric for a little bit, right?
I don't think Balinar went down.
Asta did not go down.
I think it was Cardin and Katya.
Right.
Ironically, the 2 that are not here tonight or yet, depending on...
Karn will be here.
Yeah,
eventually.
so we were getting ready, took a long rest. Oh. Roboting again?
Yep.
Bruh.
Oof.
We took a long rest, which Valinar just realized is like, oh wait, I'm in heavy armor. My hands are literally, granite. That's probably going to make it rough to sleep. So he's now got a level of exhaustion.
Yep.
He's just like, And during the night, I do believe it was Asta who heard it, but there was a noise coming from here, this tunnel. Right? Asta was the one who heard it?
Yep, that was me.
Okay, wonderful. And told the rest of the group once the morning came. And Deanoch sent his shadow down and found a group of women and children drow.
His revived him.
Mm-hmm. Deanoch made a choice and came down the tunnel. His assassin in hiding. Sort of a, oh shit, I need a dip. Throw the assassin at them kind of moment thing. Planning.
I imagine you're kind of Peter Panning it, as the shadow assassin is basically just your shadow at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not that there are a lot of shadows where you would be because of complete darkness, but yeah.
What is darkness but entire shadows? And Deanoch, we left with Deanoch sitting on the ground, hoping to prevent a bad situation here, considering he's all alone. Yee!
Yeah. Yeah, and so with that, these young children that are currently kind of huddled behind these few adults left in this room, the adults currently hollering at you in a language that you do not understand, kind of attempting to keep you at as far away from them as they can, holding whatever they could get their hands on in this moment in an attempt to keep you away and defend themselves.
I'm pretty sure we left with one of them cautiously approaching me and trying to communicate to no success.
I can't remember what you were doing, other than
I
just
was literally
kneeling
sitting on the
floor.
ground.
Were you pulling out the rations that you had intended to give to them?
The rations are just sitting there.
Okay.
And that's where we left off before I could.
Okay. The individual would kind of approach a little bit and kind of gesture at you, and then the rations that you had placed on the floor, kind of going, "Get away, get away, get away," just kind of gesturing at you with a stick.
Deanoch will push the rations forward, taking, see, bread or jerky or something, a bit of the ration, and taking a bite to prove it is not poisoned. And then push the rations a little bit further.
Okay. You push them a little further away from you, and they,
Towards the group.
right. They cautiously approach, and very quickly, kind of almost like scuttling along as they get closer to you, kind of coming down to all fours, approaching you almost like, wow, my brain just stopped.
It's okay. Mine has been that all day.
Excuse me. I want to say Grom, and I know that's not it. Golem. Sorry, there we go. Golem.
From Lord of the Rings.
Yep. Kind of approaching almost on all fours, kind of spindly, slowly, kind of like Gollum. And as they get kind of close, they get even lower to the ground with one stick, with a stick kind of pinched in their fingers a little bit, never breaking eye contact with you, Gollum, or Deanoch, as they.
That's a new one.
Yep. I swear I'm not having a stroke. And they very quickly just reach out and grab probably a handful of whatever is there, and then quickly kind of back away and kind of still keeping eye contact with you, and sits and takes one and kind of.
We do have a Rona. Hello.
Oh.
Here to give everybody the Rona.
Oh, please keep it to yourself.
Oh,
How you feeling,
fine.
my guy?
I won't whip it out then. Jeez.
Oh, you sound pretty
Amazing.
decent now.
I'm all right.
Sounds like he's feeling better.
Took about an hour to get everything to subside, but I'm all right.
Cool.
I'll just re-up my painkillers before bed tonight.
Slide you into position.
Oh my. Have I missed anything important?
Nope, we just
Deanoch
finished.
making friends.
Oh, right, yeah. Deanoch, he was off on the side making friends. Fair.
Yeah. So.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. So they grabbed the ration, they took a bite out of it, and the rest of them kind of just watch this adult very closely. This female, kind of frail female dark elf. While she chews, continues to hold eye contact with you, Deanoch, and kind of swallows and waits. The rest of the people just staring at her, waiting to see what happens. Meanwhile, back at the camp, the rest of you guys are waking up, kind of getting your spells prepared for the day. That would be Valinar primarily. What about the rest of you guys? What are the rest of you guys doing?
What am I doing?
What would you be
Trying
doing
to shake
as you wake up from a...
I didn't sleep very well. I trying to shake a crick from my neck.
You think you didn't sleep very well? Think about how I slept. Holds up his petrified hands, gestures to his full plate of armor.
Let me guess. You slept like a rock.
I would throw something at you, but I literally cannot right now.
You're welcome. I'm sorry to hear that. But we could always, help you get out of that predicament.
Alright, Katia, are you offering to take off my clothes?
No, I was offering to help you with restoring your hands.
I would need gold dust, diamond dust.
See, it's
To
not
do
just me.
Gold dust, diamond dust. Does it really matter? Essentially, when you make diamond dust, are you not just taking gold coins, just smashing them?
Or we could just smash your hands against the wall.
That's not a good idea.
Um,
I'd like to keep my hands, thank you.
I'm not well versed in how petrification works. However, I don't know if it's a stone encasing or if it's his hands are legit stones.
I think it would probably be easier to turn my hands back to flesh than to try and regrow a limb. I don't even know of a spell that can regrow a limb.
That'd be greater restoration.
No, Greater Restoration doesn't do that.
There is a spell, but Valinar currently does not have access to it, which is why he doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
Ah! Wish.
Actually, not quite.
No.
Wish would do the trick, but not quite. So, do you wish to attempt to have one of these individuals around the fire grind up your diamond into some dust for you?
Wait a minute, where's Dinoc?
You would know where he's at. He would have told you before going down there.
Oh.
I would imagine.
Hey, where's
right,
Dinoc? He's been gone for a while. Is he alright?
Would the Mr. DM, sir, please kindly show me where everyone's at instead of a black screen?
No.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Do we know, like, what he saw in the tunnel, or are we just, like, in the dark?
I
Pun
told you
intended.
guys.
Okay. He's probably trying to make peace with whatever or whoever it is he found in that tunnel. Do we think we should remain giving him some space, or do we think we should start to follow him?
I can't remember what I agreed on last time, but if if he's gone for an hour, we should probably go and either assist or clean up the body.
It's been like maybe 15 minutes. Maybe. And a good chunk of that he would have spent crawling.
Yeah, I'm not concerned yet. He's got that big floating spectral hand of his.
Valinar, are you wishing to attempt to undo the petrification on your hands?
Probably. So, Valar's only concern is he only has one diamond.
Mm-hmm.
We are underground. I'm sure with time we can find another.
Yeah.
Well,
And he's also...
Go ahead.
Oh, he's also not sure if we can grind off just 100 gold from it. Gold pieces worth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we should probably wait for Dinoc. He has an eye for that sort of thing as far as determining materialistic value. And I remember you telling me that Cardin ground up the diamond last time.
And I'll tell you right now, in order for it to not be like a quote-unquote challenge or skill check, you would need to be proficient in the jeweler's kit or tools or whichever it is. You can still attempt. You can still attempt regardless of proficiency, but the being proficient in that particular tool or kit does make this kind of a thing much easier. And you can always attempt to, grind off, 100 GP worth of diamond dust. But to what end is more of a skill check determination on how much you would actually break off.
Alternatively, we grind the whole diamond and just use the dust we need. Keep the rest of it for later.
And have more castings of it.
Pros and cons. You'd have more castings of Greater Restoration, but you wouldn't be able to use castings of, say, Revivify.
What level is Greater Restoration?
5th.
Oh, I could technically, if we do that, I could also use it to bring back Valinar and Cardin's HP that we lost to what's his face.
You would think.
To Torben?
No.
No.
Xander. We need to reduce our max
Oh.
HP because that's one of the things that
Right.
Greater Restoration can do.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That guy. He did stuff.
Or I could just save it for more serious things because it's only like 5 HP, I think.
I think it was closer to like 10 and 15 or something like that.
Oh, I really don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't really either. It was quite a bit for Cardin, I remember that much.
Well, we can wait until Deanock's back before we decide on this.
Okay.
Right.
In the meantime, you guys could be trying to either grind it completely or break a chunk off. Do you guys want to do that, or do you guys want to wait on that entire process until Deanock gets?
Well, let's take a vote. Do we think Deanock would try to stop us if he were here?
You guys know Deanock well enough. I feel like he could speak up in this moment.
Actually, I vote we try to break off just 100 GP worth.
Okay. So this is where it gets interesting.
Oh no.
Because in my head, in order to get the proper amount cut off, you would need to have like a fine hand to do this. But you would also need quite a bit of strength in order to break diamond. Obviously, you guys have magical items to do this with and to help with, but so the strength thing is a little less of like you have to have this incredible strength and more of like time. So I'm more concerned with potentially a sleight of hand check.
Okay, who here is good at sleight of hand?
I will tell you that Cardin has a +2.
That's slightly better than mine.
Valinar has a +1. Not like that matters because his hands are stone.
Yeah, I will say the only person that can't make this check is Valinar. Asta, what is your sleight of hand? It ought to be pretty good.
I could do it
My-
Sorry.
My sleight of hand is 9.
Oh!
Oh!
What I thought. Like it's
Ooh,
better
let me
than
see
you
here
guys
then.
is. Max dexterity and proficient in it, I'm pretty sure, so...
I sure am.
Yeah.
Tied to chaos only. But I can bend luck if it be.
You
What
have
do
some
you-
guidance too.
What are you thinking about for Tides of Chaos?
If I had to make the check, I could give myself advantage with Tides of Chaos. But
I thought you could use it on enemies too for disadvantage.
no,
Or other people. No? Okay.
You-
Then I was just missing.
it just allows me advantage on something.
Okay.
Then luck I can use on anybody.
Okay.
My other half just texted me, so he should be on soon.
Oh, okay. No worries. Okay, so you guys are gonna ask Asta to make this check, is that correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Have a
And then-
guidance.
So guidance and bend luck, is that what I heard?
Correct.
Alright, go ahead and mark off the sorcery points for that.
Bloop.
And then Asta, go ahead and roll
That's a +2.
a sleight of hand check for me, please.
You want 12 or 12?
I'll take 12, please. And then go ahead and
Ow.
roll a d4.
And there's our last one.
Yeah, it's easy.
Plus input for the little rip.
So grand total 17.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Hold on one second. Alright. Alright. Okay. So, it is going to take a little bit of time. And so, we'll come back to you guys in a moment. As we jump back now to Dinok. Dinok, you're currently engaging these... You're currently watching these people kind of watch this one adult sit on the floor waiting for something to happen. Do you do anything?
I slowly start to lift my hand.
Okay.
And start drawing in the dirt a little, making an obvious lizard outline with like a
Okay.
speech bubble and an X through it, and a general humanish head with pointed ears and a speech bubble with an X through that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to draw a, the most basic kind of, quote, arcane circle, unquote, I can do to imply I'm going to do a magic. And then I'll draw another me with an X speech bubble, but an elf with a not X speech bubble.
Okay. As you kind of like lift your hand up, there's a few of them that kind of tense, and just for a moment, and then they see you like starting to play in the dirt, and they kind of relax for a moment, and you swear you hear one of the kids chuckle, kind of just ever so faintly.
Yeah.
And as you kind of do this, the one that's been holding eye contact with you kind of tries to observe what it is you're doing as you're doing it. I'm gonna give an intelligence check. Oh, okay. And as you do this, it takes a few minutes to kind of pass through, and a lot of the individuals are kind of still looking at this adult who, by the time you finish, she kind of goes, whatever. And you watch as one of the other adults kind of steps forward really quick, grabs the rest of the rations that you had placed in front of them. This would have been the one that had the rocks, and they kind of discarded them, stepped forward, grabs the rest of the rations that you laid out, and quickly pulls away from you, like trying to, like, making sure like you didn't take a swipe or anything like at them, and then brings the food back to the group where the the I think it was the two other adults and the children basically begin to greedily eat at the rations there. Okay, so the two adults begin eating with the two kids, and the other two adults in the room, because there are a total of 10, kind of continue to stare at you. One is standing, one is sitting, and the one that was sitting kind of looks at your drawing and kind of goes, and gives a nod.
And then I will begin ritual casting comprehend languages.
Okay.
Since it's early enough, can we say that I had that prepared?
The spell?
Yeah.
For the day.
Yeah.
So, I don't think this has come up a ton, and you may have to correct me, because I know by raw, in order to cast a ritual spell, you have to have it prepared for the day. But I personally don't like that rule.
Wizards had a thing where they didn't have to have it prepared for the day.
Yeah, but I think that's the ritual caster feat or something like that.
No, wizards just have it so that, as far as I'm aware, wizards just have it so they have access to their spell book. They don't necessarily have like a daily prepared spells.
Okay. No, either way, not a big deal. You can ritual cast it without using a spell.
I know, but
yeah. Go ahead and roll it.
so yeah, I'll just ritual cast.
It takes you a few moments, and by the time you do, the other individuals have finished eating, and practically all of the rations that you had laid out are gone at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
There are a little bit left over that they then hand to the other two adults who have been watching you, and they kind of and as the spell kind of completes, you kind of hear, "Thank you, that you know, thank you, that is no, buddy, yeah, welcome to childhood."
Can we say that's just one of the kids in the Dark Elves?
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of talking to the group of parents kind of in the back, and you just kind of hear this, and they're just trying to keep him quiet and just don't worry, we're fine. And you kind of see, and the one who's kind of leading this entourage kind of goes, thank you, and kind of takes a bite out of whatever jerky and rations are left over. And you kind of hear, of course, we'll try to keep the children quiet while you figure out what is going on. And she turns her attention kind of back to you, and kind of looks you up and down, and kind of goes, "You understand now?"
And Enoch will nod.
And she will gesture at the scraps of rations that are around the place, and like with the one in her hand, and just kind of go, "Why?"
Enoch will point to just their, what their supplies or lack thereof are.
Okay. She will kind of go, "The men who were with us were out scavenging and securing this area.
Oh.
Did you come across them?" If so, where are they?
Oh boy. This could go bad, but Deanoch will bow his head and slowly pull out from the bag of holding one of the weapons that the dark elves were using and place it down.
When you do so, you immediately hear several gasps, and as the three women kind of with this other individual. Gosh dang it, kid. Sorry. The three women.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's grabbing things on my desk. He. They kind of gasp, and you hear the three women kind of begin to quietly sob, and you watch as the one who's been holding your attention kind of
The closest thing to a leader.
Kind of nods slowly, and you can see kind of like just like one tear kind of briefly run down her cheek before she kind of wipes it away and takes another bite of the ration in her hand and kind of Are we to also join them?
Deanoch will shake his head.
Why spare us? Why kill them and not us?
Deanoch will erase the previous drawings in the dirt and start drawing, the tunnel that we were in the very beginning. And just have a group of markings for our group. Let's go from left to right to how I'm drawing this.
Okay.
So I'm going to make it so that I'm going to draw, a long tunnel and then the room. Have our group at the beginning of the long tunnel, so the very far left. And then just draw, almost a cartoonish cloud around our group. And then draw the 6 in the room.
Saying. Yeah, you're trying to reconvey briefly
what
happened. Yeah. And I give her another intelligence check. Yeah. You should kind of go. They attacked you.
Deanoch will nod.
It must have been a mistake, or them acting out of fear. They must have mistaken you for somebody working with... I don't even know.
Deanoch will just kind of point to his horns and his general face and just kind of shrug. Like, yeah, it's probably this. I don't know.
I don't know. Most of us were kept in a singular room and only visited occasionally, but most of the time it was by an individual with a strange look in their eye, kind of glossed over like they weren't really there. The only thing that really ever made sense from anything that we heard was they would talk about service to the elder. Other than that, we only ever saw other dark elves like ourselves, and we only escaped due to blind luck, in all honesty. there were creatures that you attempted to, and she'll like put hands by her head to like symbolize horns. Depicted, but they didn't seem to be in charge or care that we were leaving.
I'm going to real quickly draw a general humanoid form with obvious horns and wings on the back and a question mark. You know, general depiction of devil.
Mm-hmm.
You want to add a 3-prong trident too?
Haven't seen any demons with tridents yet, so
I do not think there was any with wings. Not that I remember seeing anyway, but I also wasn't looking around very intently either. Why are you even down here?
Dianok is going to point to his eyes, point to them, like, I saw you, and then point to the numbers in the big room. And then bow his head.
I see. Is there... If you're not going to tell us, is there a safe place we can go? A location that we can be safe from everyone or everything down here?
Dianok will
Yeah, I'm aware.
quickly jot down a question in common, and have Squirrel come out of his robe.
Okay. You're gonna write a note and put it on Squirrel and send it back to the group? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold up a finger to the group, just be like, one moment.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Squirrel will take it and very quickly be able to move down this passageway. I mean... Yeah, I mean, it takes like 12 seconds. Would you
Since
be
he's small and quick.
Yeah, would you be instructing it to go to any person in particular or no?
I was going to say either Katya or Valinar.
Okay. It would probably approach Valinar then, just because of the situation, the positioning that they are in at the moment. So, Valinar, you would feel a tug on your pant leg.
I would look down.
You see an undead squirrel holding a letter.
A skeleton, babe. It is literally a skeleton at this point.
Between
Valar's
rock
just
and
gonna Valar's gonna dig his mace and point to Katia.
It'll look at you and then look at Katia and then run over to Katia, kind of pulling your pant leg, Katia.
Well, hold on. Do we need to roll for the squirrel's intelligence?
I feel like it's pretty. Obviously, it's dumb, but it's not that dumb. I don't feel like if it points to somebody else, it's gonna be like, okay, I'm supposed to go over there.
Okay. So Squirrel will hop over to Katya and pull
Oh,
her question mark. What are you right now? Have you put up your
I haven't
makeup for the
put up
day?
I haven't put up my makeup. No. I don't see the point being in caves, but when we get out of them.
So
But
the squirrel will run up to his pant leg, tug on it.
Katya will look down. Oh crap! If you're here, that means Deanoch must be in trouble.
Well, it's holding out a letter to you.
Oh, is that a note? Katya will take the note and open it up, and it says,
Please ask the group if anyone has any way that two people who do not speak the same language can understand each other.
I point to Riff.
Oh, wrong campaign!
Crossing the stream.
Can you say that note again?
Please ask the group if anyone in our group has any way for two people who do not speak the same language to understand one another.
Okay, who here has the ability how do I word this? Everybody here who is able to join two people together in such a way that they can understand each other when they don't share a language.
Yeah,
Valnar
gather.
put his
I
mace
can
in the air.
I can cast ceremony. I can cast ceremony.
I don't think that's going to help here. I really don't think that's going to work. I mean, let's say you speak one language and I speak another, and we can't understand each other. So Valinar comes up and says, magic, and now we can both understand each other. Is there anybody here who could do that?
Once again, Valnar puts his mace in the air.
I suppose
Cardin
sending
also
you down the
puts his
tunnel
hand
might
in.
be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Cardin puts his hand in the air too because I think I know what Valmar is getting at.
Well, no, not really, but
Well, sort of. You know what I mean?
Valnar was actually going to use a spell, but okay.
Yeah.
Either
Either way,
a spell
you hear,
that... Oh.
Oh, there's.
you hear in your head. Either way works.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, Valmar hears in his head, so like we can go either way.
Yeah. Just wish
Here's
there was
a
a way to.
question. Here's a question. I don't know if Cardin has ever used his mind link in that way to overcome a language barrier before. I know Valinar has.
Yeah.
I feel like he has. We might have to go back a few episodes.
We're
few?
108.
A
We're
few?
108 in. I feel like we'd have to go back more than a few.
Probably.
I don't really care. It's just like I don't think that's just come up before. But yeah, I mean, if you want to go down the hall, the tunnel, go for it.
I mean, that would it would make the most sense probably.
Unless Valinar wishes to
Unless
use a spell
Valinar.
and continue to get the gem off and
That's
breaking
true.
up.
How are we looking on that gem, by the way?
I mean, it's probably been close to half an hour, and You would imagine that Asa's got a fair amount of it off at this point. Whether or not it's 100 GP worth or not, you're uncertain. Because I don't believe anybody here is proficient in jeweler's tools, right?
Right.
No.
Think so.
So,
Nope.
it's hard to tell at just a cursory glance, but it's probably pretty close. To the best of your knowledge, Val.
Okay.
Do
I probably
the rest
should
of
not
us know
Yeah.
what Deanoch is doing at the other end of the tunnel?
You know that he's talking to some dark elves.
Okay. Because without context, it's like, why does he need somebody who can translate languages?
Yeah? Would be that way, huh?
I really wish I had a way to just store a spell in something.
Like in a bottle?
Or just
That's
like
called. I mean, you can store the spell message in a bottle.
yeah.
If you knew message.
Anyway.
If only it worked that way.
So
Mhm.
your options are to send Cardin or attempt to cast the spell, or attempt to cast Greater Restoration.
I think I can cast Greater Restoration now because you said she wasn't done yet.
I said it looks like it could be 100 GP worth of diamond. You're unsure because you're not proficient in jeweler's tools. To the best of your knowledge, it's pretty close.
Katya is going to write on the notes a response to Dina. Actually, how far away is before I do that?
Is the tunnel to scale?
Yeah, it's like 140 feet from your current position, basically.
So if I move to the front of the tunnel, I would actually be able to reach him.
With message, yes.
Oh, perfect. Then instead of sending the squirrel with it, I will go up to the entrance of the cave and message Deanoch.
Okay. Deanoch, you hear Katya whispering in your ear.
Wait, is there a foot of stone between him and I?
No. I'm gonna say no.
Okay. That's cool because it doesn't have to follow a straight line. So you're gonna hear. We're currently working on fixing Valinar's petrified hands. Then we can send him down to help you.
You can respond to this message.
Yeah. Deanoch will be like, if that's going to take a while, do we have a option available now?
In the just while that's going on, Valinar's going to go ahead and give it a shot if he thinks we're close.
Okay.
If we're within about the ballpark.
Okay. Hold on.
You hear Katya's voice again. Would you be okay having Pardon translate?
Oh God. I just lost. As he thinks about that, Valinar, as you cast the spell,
Because the Dark Elves would see Deanoch visibly lighten in color.
Perplexed.
you also watch as the leader kind of tilt their head, confused by what you're talking about. Also, Valinar, as you cast the spell, the diamond dust is consumed, and the spell works.
Hey, thank God.
I basically made it where I had to roll. I gave myself advantage and basically said I had to roll under a 17. I rolled a
okay.
I rolled a 13 and a 15.
Oh my gosh.
So, you guys had a pretty good odds there. There's not really a good system for something like that, but that's I thought that was fair. So, you now have an opposable thumb again.
First thing he does is drop his weapon, mason shield. Man, that hurts. Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah, but-
imagine so.
They're very
Are you-
tingly.
are you stiff?
Yeah, they're like very tingly, like as if your hands have been asleep for like the last, so many hours.
Have you ever like laid down on your arms for any extended period of time?
Oh yes, all the time.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Or more like if you sit cross-legged for too long and your legs start to go to sleep. That's fun too.
And then Valnar's gonna start going down the tunnel.
Yeah. Better you than other guy.
I imagine you're gonna relay that information to Dinok that Valnar is on his way.
Correct. And then I will go and resume my seat.
Okay.
Have fun.
Just because I feel like I have to ask it, Valnar, are you taking your mace and shield with you?
I don't know what's going on, so they're probably gonna be on me.
Okay. No worries then. Dinok, would you like to warn the group ahead of time that somebody else is coming?
Was I told?
Yes.
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 Sorry, I must have missed it then. I'm going to
He's up here.
draw, a quick, maybe not stick figure, but just circle on stick and point it, or somehow indicate that someone is coming through.
Yeah, you're playing
Through drawing
charades. I got it. I'm gonna let her previous natural 20 ride for a little while, and she's just gonna be like, "You have a friend coming."
Dinok will nod.
Bam, Valnar, you're there.
Valinar.
Just gonna hold up his hands, mind link with whoever he thinks is in charge.
Yeah.
And just say, okay, all I'm gonna do is make it so he can actually speak to you.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Rolling composure check. Oh no.
Oh no.
Valnar, can you make me a persuasion check real quick?
Uh-oh.
God. Uh-oh. Where's my god awful persuasion? Found it.
Oh no! Oh no! This is one hell of a communication fuck up.
Ooh.
Oh, that's funny. Hmm. Yeah. That's
It makes sense though.
Valnar, without your shield out, your AC is like 17, right?
Oh no!
Hang on. I need to check my shield because I think it's it's actually 16.
Oh, cool. You take 4 points of damage as two rocks hit you in the head.
Don't.
I rolled a 17 and an 18 on the die. I'm not even giving them bonuses, and then I gave them a D4, 3 and a 1. So you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as a rock and a stick kind of hit with your head from the individual you mind linked with as they freaked the fuck out.
Question then. When they hit me in the head, would they have hit my glasses?
I mean, I maybe. I mean, I feel like it would
Okay.
probably be. I'd leave it up to you because I feel like it would probably hit like more your forehead to begin with. but the second thing that impacts could have potentially hit your glasses. I'll kind of leave that up to you.
I'm gonna say they start to come off, and you may have seen something, but he quickly puts them back on.
Okay. They begin to kind of just very faintly see the glow of light before your glasses kind of make it back onto the bridge of your nose. And then they kind of go with your mind link. They'll say out loud and kind of through the link because they don't fully understand how it works. And Dinok, you would understand this as, sorry, that was disturbing.
And I'll point
Go for
to Valinar, to her, and then just kind of point to head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she'll kind of just go for it. You can do the spell. And I am assuming you're touching Dinok with it?
Yep.
Yeah. Dinok, you now have tongues.
Can you understand me now?
She like turns and looks surprised. Can. Funny magic.
Yes. The powers of a cleric.
Is that
And now, just so Valinar can hear and know what's going on.
Alright, so you're gonna cast it twice. I would imagine, like, as you begin casting again, they like turn. She like kind of like turns and like, oh my god, what's he doing? And then like realizes that it's part of the same gesture that you had just did, and she kind of like, okay, it's probably the same thing. Milking that natural 20 a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Well, they rolled it earlier, so
Ew, nat 20 milk, gross.
you know you like it. Anyway, we
Okay, that's for Katya. This is for the DM.
you wanna play that game, huh?
Oh boy.
Nat 20. Does a 30 hit your AC?
Uno momento. Yeah. Here you go. Okay, you want to play that? Here, I'll give you my DM hand.
Oh no.
Oh wait, did
Oh.
it did do it as a whisper. I'll fix that. Can I even
DM.
fix that? Not from there. Okay,
Didn't
well,
show up for any of us.
I know it's not.
The DM's hand is invisible.
It is invisible. Well, let me try this then. Yeah, that'll do. Go. There you go.
Oh no.
Best I can do without doing more. Anyway, they. What do you say to them now?
Now that we can understand one another, first and foremost. Dinok will bow his head again. I am sorry for what has happened with the men previously.
She kind of nods and kind of goes, I understand what happened and why it happened.
Yes, but to say it is another thing entirely. To physically apologize, not just phantom money.
There we go. There, it actually went through the right way. um, I understand, and apology accepted. I understand that things are not as they seem down here. We had originally talked, or I had originally asked about a location in where
Yes.
gesturing to the rest of the group around them, may be safe, that we could go to and be safe at, and I was hopeful that you might have a place that we could go. Hey, Carden, careful with your mic, man.
Okay,
Yeah, we're hearing pretty much everything.
great. The mics on my new earbuds are way more sensitive, apparently.
Not a bad thing, but sometimes
I mean, it's great for whenever we need to hear you, but
Well, I mean, at least I'm getting what I paid for.
True.
that's good.
So, Valinar and Dinok, you guys hear this kind of statement from this drow individual.
Back further a ways, there is a city of survivors. I'll turn to Valinar and be like almost questioning. Is that a best word for them?
Probably.
Survivors who are fighting against the demon. I don't know if you've interacted with the demons themselves, considering drow are underground dwellers and may not have much to any interaction with them. But as it stands now, for sometime during the last 2,000 years, demons have prevented surface homes from exceeding 100 in number. Anytime more than 100 are in any settlement, the demons come, eliminate, or take enough to reduce the number under 100. There is a group in an underground city back a ways who have banded together in order to fight back against the demon. This tunnel behind me, connecting to the main room back there, is a mine for this city and connects to it.
She continues
A
to nod.
group of individuals were sent down here. 6, right? There were 6 people sent, or 5?
It's 5.
Thank you.
A group of 5 was sent down here for reasons, and they never returned. So the city made a deal with us, passers-by, who learned the existence of the city, that in order for them to give us a favor, we needed to either locate and rescue the 5, or bring back confirmation of their demise. So we've been down this tunnel, and I do believe your menfolk were alarmed at the presence of a giant, an entity of some kind that I am not sure of, a lamia, or a gorgon, and a manticore, and mistook us for some of their group. That is my best estimation of the situation.
That is indeed unfortunate. This society you speak of above you think they'd be willing to take us in?
Do any of your group have combat skills or just skills in general that would assist them in fighting a war against the demon?
Turns and looks to the group kind of briefly and goes, most of us are children. They have yet to learn anything, so they could be malleable. Malleable to the situation and the predicament that that society finds themselves in. In terms of us women, we are capable of minor tasks. We can, cook and clean and things like that. We don't have any particular intimidating skills, but we can be. We are used to having to pull our own weight.
Mm-hmm. I am not sure. Personally, I am not sure if they have the resources to spend training new outsiders of their group.
Just real quick, Valnar's gonna quickly mind link with Deanoch and just ask, do you want me just to ask him?
Deanoch will just be in mid sentence, just kind of like "Huh,"
Oh right, we can do this.
and just kind of pinch, his the bridge in between his eyes, and just be like, "I forgot you could do that."
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's the thing.
And just turn to Valnar out loud and just be like, "Yes, could you ask him
Okay.
quickly?" And to the elf, I'll just be like, "He has a way of communicating over distance." He
I've
can.
completely forgotten his name.
Thargwall.
Yes, him.
Okay, what do you say to him?
Would you be, I guess, willing to take in Drow refugee? About how many are there?
10.
About 10 of them, and most of them are kids.
There are 4 adults and 6 kids.
Okay. Most of them, well, about half of them are children. That's, I think, 24 words.
Okay.
And end with Valinar.
Per the spell, the individual knows who is sending it. Yeah. A couple minutes go by, and you kind of get this. Do you have any idea what time it is?
Nope.
Oh.
I suppose we could find some work for him. Any particular skill set?
They had to use it again.
He doesn't know that.
All right, we'll do it again
Okay.
and just say, no, not really. That they've been barely surviving on their own down here, and their scavengers are dead.
May or may not have been us.
I'm not even gonna bring that up.
Well. That is unfortunate. If you can send them my way, I'll have a group meet them at the mine entrance. Obviously. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and after that, Bonar said, he said, yeah, they can take him. He'll have a group meet him at the mine entrance.
Then the only problem will be communication.
The mine entrance and slaughter zone. I mean,
I'm choosing to ignore that.
okay.
Partially cut out on my end.
He said slaughter zone.
That's not quite what I said, but yeah. That'll do.
He said he'd have a group meet him there. He didn't say what he was going to have the group do.
Exactly.
So, what do you guys do?
Well, the question would be how they would get there if we even.
To be fair, most of the things that were in these tunnels are no longer in these tunnels.
Yeah, we kind of cleared the way.
Where are you going? Anyway. So that's kind of up to you guys. How you would like to handle that.
Turning to Valnar, Denoch will say, I'm unsure how much is left of these tunnels, but can't imagine we're too far from the end of it.
Yeah. I think most of the things back to the entrance are it's probably dead. We've gone down like every path, haven't we?
Well, except for the metal wall.
Well, yeah, but Nadia. No, well, we technically went through that. Nadia went through that one and nearly died.
For science!
I think we've been through pretty much every path.
I will tell you, you guys have pretty much 100%ed this tunnel system.
Yeah.
Probably just a boss left.
We've left all stones unturned.
What the things that are left in this tunnel system are the areas that you have not yet investigated.
Oh well.
Wow, yeah, that makes too much sense, though.
Yes, Russia is located in Russia.
Floor is made of floor.
You mean that wasn't super descriptive and helpful?
Nope.
Exactly.
There may or may not be a boss waiting for us. We don't know. We still haven't found the rest of the guys either.
We've only found one of them, and we found him dead.
By natural
But-
causes.
But you're 1 for 1. Anyway. You're gonna send them on their way?
I will say this. Enoch doesn't fully trust Thurgwall. Just because hasn't had much interaction with him.
That's understandable.
And as of this moment, Enoch does feel somewhat responsible for this group's well-being. He and the rest of our party, eliminated the only real combatants they have, the only defense they have.
I'm not present to make a decision, but as a player, I think it would be better if we waited till we finish the cave system and then we could escort them out personally.
That's exactly what Enoch
Yeah.
is like feeling at this moment.
Just in
He will-
case.
He will turn to Valinar and just kind of just say to him, do we want to just send them there, or do we want to escort them once we finish with the tunnels? With that cave in back there, I don't exactly trust this tunnel system too much right now.
We don't really know if
Anything's
everything's
repopulated.
dead. Yeah, because didn't we find one thing we fought just dug through the earth, or didn't we find the body of one or something?
Both.
Yes.
Turning back to the dark elf. There could be some dangers that have come back since we've passed through, and we would like to attempt to finish our own mission and then escort you and your group back to the entrance. Keep anything that might have come back from well,
Okay, that is understood. If you don't return in 2 days, we'll make our way there ourselves.
and I will quickly sketch out a real quick rough map of what we've been through
Okay.
as a precaution.
No worries.
No, is child dying?
Not quietly.
Wow.
Not quietly. Okay.
All right.
Don't call anyone, please. He's fine. Right, get up.
It's okay. I did the same with my own. My 3 kids have made it this far. I think we're fine.
Oh, did you bring Daddy his water? Thanks, kiddo. Did you? So, yeah.
Enoch
enough.
will real quickly realize something. I've never told you my name. I am Dinok Alok V. This is Valnar.
Oh,
Sorry
Sup.
So,
The cleric. Sup.
Oh my goodness. The what's going there? I am. Where is it? I am Chare. Chare. Charae.
Charlie, got it.
There's no L.
Monica?
Monica.
Oh god!
here we go!
Whatever.
And she'll kind of give, not like a bow, but like a courteous nod to you.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of, we will await your safe return for 48 hours.
Enoch will not.
And you guys will head back to the group.
Mm-hmm.
I'm imagining. Okay. Dope. Fast travel. Wham.
Away.
Whoop, whoop.
Fast travel unlocked.
Whoa, where did y'all come from?
All right. So we've got a little bit of a situation. Not a major one. On our way back, we will have 10 drow, 4 adults and 6 children to escort back to the city.
Oh, that shouldn't be so hard.
They are the women and children of the elves who attacked us and we killed.
Oh, this will be harder than I thought.
Thankfully, they understand that the men attacked first, and there was either paranoia or just a situation. There may be some resentment, but I
Just
do not
don't bring it
believe-
up.
Yeah, I do not believe that they will lash out at us. At least I hope.
I'm sure if we could take their men, we could probably take them.
And Enoch will just kind of give you a glare.
That doesn't mean I'm going to try anything. If you spend all that time talking with them and reasoning, then I trust your judgment in this matter, and I will help escort them.
Thank you.
But if they should do anything crazy, like say try to murder us, do expect me to defend myself.
I'm not asking you to just bare your neck, but I am asking leniency. They are... 6 of them are children, young.
Okay.
They may not have the ability to withhold their own emotions and may lash.
I'm okay with children.
Mhm. Please understand that. If they do anything, if it's the children,
I'm sure if the children
Fuck
do
this
anything,
tunnel.
the mothers will.
Who
Do
raise
something
their
about it.
children and teach them to embrace their rage.
You should be more concerned about Cardin than me at this point.
honestly, yeah. Now that you mention it, can we make sure Cardin is never alone with any of them?
Why?
You mean you don't want Cardin to teach him how to play hold the knife?
Or run with scissors?
Cardin was
Here,
such a
you
bolder
you
player.
hold the scissors like this and you run.
Cardin will teach him how to play boulder parchment shears. Unfortunately, nobody taught Cardin how to play boulder parchment shears, so he plays it in a different way.
This involves lizards and alien people.
I was gonna say,
I was gonna say it actually involves a real boulder and parchment shears.
And the way you win is by bludgeoning the other person to death.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why everyone picks boulder.
Alrighty then. Are you guys ready to continue onward then?
Yep.
Yeah, I
well,
think we'll just leave the mine.
And
bruh.
if you guys are okay, no, I should really try this. Can we take like a 5-minute break so that we can try, so I can try and put Little Rip to sleep?
Yeah.
5 minutes. Good luck. That would be a record.
Yeah.
For a break? I understand that. I'm just, or are you talking about putting my kid to
I was
bed?
talking about Rip. Little Rip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it would be, but I can try. So let's take a really quick break here, guys, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes, hopefully, to continue this. So, BRB.
Okay.
We back.
Woohoo!
Yo!
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna just dive right back into it, because I would like to try to get as much done as we can tonight, because I know we got started kind of late, which is kind of expected. So
I've only got 45 minutes left.
So, as you guys kind of gather yourself, taking a moment before moving on, can I have
Oh boy.
everyone go ahead and make a perception check for me?
Joy!
My eyes are closed, so you know.
Something I'm decent at. 16.
Actually, that's a really good roll for me. 19.
I got a 15. Oh, there we go. That makes
Natural
sense.
20,
Neat.
That makes sense.
which is
He's just
plus
like,
6.
la 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 la, doing hard things. Hey, I hear something.
And that makes sense too.
Ow.
So 16. Cool. None of you fail.
Alright.
Yeah, this is a first.
I would hope
basically
I
needed
didn't
to
fail.
not. You basically needed to not roll a 1. So, oop, that's not. Go away.
Well, there's my one natural 20 for the night.
Used on a skill check.
Yeah.
So,
Every
Actually, quick question. Don't I have
Mhm.
disadvantage because of exhaustion?
I mean, technically speaking, yeah.
Okay.
But I will say that you don't. I mean, it's high. It's higher anyway.
Okay.
It was almost a 1.
As you guys kind of take a moment to kind of catch a breath, I don't imagine you guys would take a short rest at this point, correct?
No,
We
we're
just
just
finished a long
basically
rest.
getting ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I figured. As you guys kind of pack up your camp, snuff out your campfire, that kind of a thing. You guys remember having this feeling before, but it had kind of like died down a little bit, just kind of due to the travels and excitement
Oh.
of the cave. But now
The feeling we're being
all
watched.
of you guys feel even more intensely now.
Yeah, I
Cardin
got that feeling earlier.
especially, feeling like you're being watched. And Cardin, it's like making the hair on the back of your neck stand up. It is intense with your natural 20. But as you guys kind of look around, you don't see anything.
I'll
You
look
guys-
to Cardin and kind of just tilt my head and just.
What's the last time, babe?
Try that again.
When's the last time any of us have bathed?
When did you guys cross the river or the canal?
Oh god, that was like at least a couple weeks ago.
I mean, I figure we were in Xander's tower.
maybe.
Maybe.
At the very least, cleaned up in there.
Yeah. Possibly, yeah. As Katya has a moment of existential crisis.
Existential crisis? Yes.
Yeah. Can I get a marching order for everyone? In fact, I'll just have you guys line up on Cardin, who I'll drag over here. Balinar, I'll drag you close so that you can see, and then you can decide your marching order from there.
Actually, I was gonna. Oh wait, hang on, because I can see this entire room for some reason.
Oh, right, that's the campfire.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
stuff out the campfire.
Boop.
Asta, this way.
I can still see.
Yeah, but Valinar shouldn't be able to now.
Ironically, I can see.
I can still see the full room.
For some reason, I can see like a dot up
Up where?
light.
I can-
North. I can see
I
like
see that
half
little
a fire.
dot, too,
Half
Yeah,
a
the
fire.
fire is still there.
in the previous room.
I can see it.
Oh, okay. I see.
I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be able to.
I deleted the fire. I don't know why it would still be there. It doesn't really matter. So
Yeah, we're
that's
leaving the
marching-
room entirely anyway.
Oh, okay. I see. Strange.
Yeah, so, if that's the marching order. I'll just move you guys up to my wall.
I was trying to be in the back, but okay.
You know what's funny? After I
Clowns.
after I
Clowns are not funny.
after I created and kind of mapped this entire area, creating doorways and the walls and stuff like that, Roll20 updated and added a wall and door kind of a thing to their existing program, and I went, really? Really?
It's like, okay.
It was quite
You're like,
literally the
"Damn."
next day. So
Is that watching you?
So I don't know why, but I can see all the way to there.
let me check your.
So
range
can
of
I.
vision.
Did you somehow inherit my vision?
Come on, open the thing.
To there.
Yeah, I
Okay.
could see your range of vision. That's really strange.
My.
Like I could see a faint line right along.
Yes, that's how far I can see, Katia.
What the hell? Why am I able to see your vision? My vision's not that good.
I don't know.
Like that's weird. Am I producing light somehow?
Honestly, I'm not that concerned about it. Just
Okay.
because you guys are.
That is kind of strange.
It's not like it's going to affect anything really. So it's also
Okay.
kind of the same reason why I don't deal with low light vision and how that affects combat and stuff like that. I just don't deal with that because it's nothing substantial enough to even bother with.
Okay.
So here's your marching order. Here's your tunnel. You guys may move up to your speed.
Watch as
Ow.
Pardon just fully just disappears.
That is a large room.
Yeah. Asta, you coming?
Maybe. If my screen would load, there we are.
You know
Oh.
what happens when you split the party? Do you
I
wanna
do
find
actually.
out?
I've been there. Don't do it.
Nah, I found out early on.
Okay. You guys begin to see into a large room. And you guys
Sorry.
begin
How
to
large of a room?
move again. What'd you say, Carden?
How large of a room?
Well, you can't see the other side yet.
I still can't see the other side. I can see
Um,
the range of Valinar's vision, which is really odd.
My shadow is going to stealth
Sure.
25, and he's going to.
Oh, somehow that lit up the room for me.
Okay, somehow my shadow is casting a light.
Oh, I know why. This will
It's
also
because
explain...
I couldn't see him.
Yeah, this will also explain why Valinar and Carden, or Valinar and Katya are having. Yeah, token was emitting bright light for 120 feet. That ought to fix that.
That's a big difference, yes. Valinar's like, well, fuck.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
I can still see the range of his vision, but that's more like it.
Your vision, so. The room is pretty massive, Carden. Even from where you currently stand, you do not see the other side of it. You guys can keep moving if you wish. And get up to your speed.
What can I see?
Still can't see the back wall,
Because
but I can
now
tell there's
all
another
I can
tunnel.
see is my character figure.
What?
I don't have a light vision. I just see darkness around where Carden is.
But you should... Why did that create square?
You have broken everything.
Why... You can only see Carden? Is that what I'm hearing?
Like, I can see the outline of what we discovered, but nothing is bright. And I can't see the grid.
Okay, your night vision got turned off somehow.
His night vision got
There we
turned off. Valinar's got turned way up.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even Valinar. It was the Shadow Assassin. Carden, you should be able to see out to 60 feet now.
Yes, I can.
I still can't see the back wall.
I'm going to bring you up to the group just so that you're not left behind.
Sorry, my computer's being very stupid.
It's okay. I understand.
It's because it's a Mac. Wait, actually, I might
Yeah, we know.
actually see the back wall from
Let me see.
there.
You would just barely see the edge
Just
of
barely.
it from there. Yep.
Well, this looks like a battle arena to me as a player, but I don't know. I see a really large room. I see one pathway off of here, south.
Honor is just gonna look up.
You look up.
Yeah,
You can see for like 20 feet, right? Or 40 feet, right?
40 feet. Yeah.
You see 40 feet up, and then nothing.
Great.
Am I able to see the ceiling?
By the way, Rip, your mic is doing something weird.
Oh, what's happening?
Yeah. Everything.
Picking up environmental sounds. Like just
Like a fan blowing into it. Which I can't imagine why you would have a fan on.
That's so weird. Because
It's a
you weren't
ghost,
doing that.
clearly.
Is that better?
yeah.
Yes. Fast.
Okay. I just turned the volume down a little bit.
Do I see the ceiling?
You do.
Okay, good. Is there anything on the ceiling?
Make a perception check.
Oh
Demons.
no. Rocks.
And demons.
Oh,
Ah!
get up there.
2!
You are correct. There are rocks on the ceiling made out of stone, and the fact that they are you see stalagmites. Sure.
Stalactites.
Sure.
Weirdly enough, one of them looks like Valinar's arm.
But otherwise, doesn't seem to be anything really. I would say the ceiling in this room would probably be about 90 feet up or so.
See, but I don't have X-ray. 30 feet beyond.
What do you guys do?
Since we can't see the back wall, we should keep moving into the room until
You guys
something
can
else happens.
You guys can move up to your speed again if you wish.
Oh, there's another tunnel to the west. Smaller than the one to the southeast.
I'm just trying to keep people in view right now.
Dinok's just going to be basically right next to Valinar at this point.
Mm-hmm. You guys are kind of just moving.
And is going to
and
send his
observing.
assassin south.
Okay.
Have him go scout to the south. I'm going to go westward.
Okay.
Slowly.
Before you move too far, Kadia, I'm going to say what the shadow assassin sees. I will
Okay.
tell you that the tunnel to the south is a tunnel that eventually cuts off with one of my doors, indicating that there's a long travel distance.
So basically, the shadows just sees tunnel, then darkness.
Yeah.
Your shadow assassin, Tim.
And
Yeah,
then you said
Tim.
you wanted to move, Katia?
Yes. Or like northwest. I don't want to be in the middle of the room. Something plop down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you move up there. And does anyone else wish to move?
I thought I already moved.
That looks like.
What was that?
That looks like another one door south on the west.
It doesn't. On my end, I don't think there is one. No, there's not one there.
I could be wrong. Oh, it might be where I'm standing.
Yeah, it's probably just the way that where you're currently standing and things like that. You should be able to see it once you're more
In line.
line. Yeah.
I like dynamic lighting. Cool.
It is. Unfortunately, if your computer isn't strong enough to process it, it tanks it. It definitely on my rig, because I'm also doing the streaming and have a bunch of other things opened as well. It chunks on my processor quite a bit actually. And of course the size of this map is also massive, so that definitely doesn't help either. So, as you guys kind of move about the room, and you guys begin kind of looking around, you actually begin to hear somebody speaking.
Uh-oh.
In the common tongue.
Hey.
As you hear kind of, greetings and salutations, travelers. As you guys see kind of emerging from, because you guys are familiar with this effect now, emerging from invisibility over here.
Oh, fuck.
Boop,
Oh! Good thing I'm on the opposite side of the room. What the hell is that? I can't.
one of these creatures.
I see
Don't see
nothing.
anything.
Oh no!
I see
Oh,
nothing either.
no!
Oh, Peachy.
Oh, hey. Hey.
A
Fuck!
You see a humanoid-like creature kind of stepping out from invisibility, kind of bald on its head, and like where its mouth and nose are, it kind of actually elongates into this these octopus-like tendrils as they kind of just hang limply along its chest. Its kind of purplish skin kind of just slightly glistening in this underdark setting.
Does it look like he wants to give us a face hug?
Make an insight check, I guess.
This ought to be good.
If I remember correctly, Carton isn't bad at these checks. He is when
Well,
He is
whatever.
today.
He just wants to be your friend, Carton. He may want to give you a hug.
I'm
Cardin,
gonna roll an
no.
intelligence check
Cardin, no.
on if Cardin is going to go over and try and give him a hug or not.
Sure, go for it.
Buddy!
He
Squishes
kind of-
the life out of
As he
him.
kind of looks at you guys, he is going to move forward a little bit because he does need to move.
Be into range.
Oh, no, he actually moves there. He just moves there
Oh, wow.
in order to. Oh,
Thank
he would
fuck.
move one more forward.
My dice hate me.
I don't like him moving forward to me.
No,
Oh,
he
to be able to
Cardin
see
is
us all.
not- Cardin is
in
not
order
going
be
to
able
give
see
this guy a
everybody.
hug.
Carton is not going to give this guy
Carton
a
is-
hug.
Not an unviolent hug, at least.
Okay.
Cardin, no. Cardin, no.
And as he kind of moves up, he kind of, what brings you to this area of the Underdark?
I love that.
General Kenobi.
Oh, actually, he didn't need to move forward. His dark vision is pretty good. So he actually would have stayed. I think he can still see you from here. Yeah, he's fine right there. He wouldn't emerge trying to stay away from you guys to present as non-hostile, or attempting to, as Carton moves up to kind of almost interpose himself between his allies and a potential threat. Again, this creature kind of goes, what brings you to this area?
We are travelers from a faraway land.
Oh my god.
We have come down
We're dead.
into the depths.
We're dead.
I pray that there's
Hold
just
on.
the one. I
2
pray that there's
seconds.
just the one.
Yep. Hold on. As
Pray.
Cardin is talking, a hand will appear in front of his mouth.
I pray that he's just the only one because we're about to be dead otherwise.
Really, what experience does Katya have with these creatures?
Well, the last thing that looked like something like this, it hugged my face and I was petrified. Well, not petrified, but
no.
stupefied.
Nope, that was a brain with legs.
Then what is this guy? Not a brain with legs?
Not a brain with legs. He's more like an octopus with a body.
So, he does not have a brain in his head?
You don't know. You're not familiar with this species as far as I'm aware.
I mean, technically, I'm a brain with legs.
That's true.
Technically, we're all just a brain piloting a flesh mech.
Yeah.
Now my brain hurts. He kind of stares out at all of you guys, kind of.
Deanoch
expectantly.
can't see him, so Deanoch's just like,
Neither,
I don't know
Neither
what
can
you're
Relevar.
talking. I don't know what you're talking to, Cardin, but
Come in, reveal yourself. Not everybody here can see.
What did your Shadow Assassin roll for stealth? Oh, 25. Okay.
you know, this is my vision.
You should have 20 more feet than that. Or 10 more feet than that. That's weird. If it'll load anyway.
Cardin, you should probably step back. We don't know what we're dealing with here.
It looks like tentacle bat.
What?
Question.
Hmm.
So you're saying I should be able to see him?
I'll have to measure. Give me 1 second here. Go 10 more feet. He would just be outside of your range. I will have him, because he is an intelligent creature. I will have him move like forward 10 feet, because then I think everybody except for Valinar should be able to see him. Can you see him now, Denock?
Yeah, I see just to the corner of him.
I'll have him move a little bit further.
So,
then, just for
question.
so everybody can see.
Would Denock know what this is?
You can make an intelligence check to see if you know anything about this. And I will tell you now, it is a pretty high DC.
11. So no.
No, you've never seen or heard anything about these creatures. To you, this is a
Alien concept?
yeah, a creature you have never seen before. And he kind of, as he kind of, is in a way trying to position. Also, by the way, Carton, I'm going to reposition you just a little bit so that you're kind of still more in a little bit of a more defensive position. Okay, just a little bit.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming that's where you wanted to be, and he would have been in a better position in order for people to see him, because he knows how dark vision works.
Be they friend or foe?
Yes.
I believe that depends on you. I have no intention of harming you, so long as you don't bring me harm.
That seems
I
fair.
roll an insight on that.
Yeah, hard insight.
Can I attempt to roll insight even if I can't see him?
You can roll insight with disadvantage, Valinar.
Okay.
I love how everybody just is like, it's just like insight. I know what this is above game, but
My lower is 26.
Jesus.
I got a
21.
nat 20 for a 21.
Okay.
That's me
13.
on a nat 20.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna roll now. Katya. He seems genuine.
Yeah. So I respond with, I mean, that seems fair.
Well, the rest of you, the natural 20, the 21, and the 26, he, in fact, does seem genuine. He does not seem to have any intent to harm you, so long as you do not bring him harm.
We are just looking for some lost individuals that came down this mine. I don't suppose you've seen them. We're still trying to account for, what was it, a dwarf, an elf, and 2 humans?
Kex does not know of these individuals, but I do know that we've had some Earth Dwellers visit recently. Sorry, Surface Dwellers visit recently. I don't remember if they've left or not. Also, just so that you are aware, Denock, based off of what you can see, if this individual does notice your shadow assassin, he does not seem to be paying it any attention.
Mm-hmm. It's just moving there.
Yep, I understand. Above game, I understand. In game, you guys have no freaking clue.
I know, this is the worst part of D&D. Yeah, no, it's a mind flare, and you're just like, ah!
He's got a red outline. He's got to be bad.
But hold on. He's got a name. So could he be all
Keck.
that bad? Kex.
Heck. Torben has a
Torben
name
also
too.
has a name.
We both Torben.
To be fair, once upon a time, Torben wasn't that bad. Y'all just don't know about that time.
There's also Tenebrous.
He's a named demon. That's a completely different story.
Ye-
Demon.
I
Yeah.
mean, technically, the Nameless King used to have a name.
Technically, he still does. He just is now the Sleeping King.
Right, sleeping.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
What? He kind of just.
Look, it's been a while. My brain
I
is just
know.
like, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Mm-hmm. He kind of speaks to you guys and just kind of continues to be like, if you are looking for the travelers, would you like me to escort you to them? Assuming they are
Escort.
still within our, assuming they are still within our city.
You have a whole city.
Yes. Well, it's not mine. It is the elders, but it is not mine.
Hold up!
Hold up.
I want to rewind our conversation back to with the elves and confirm something.
Okay.
They said elder, didn't they?
They
They
did.
Roll for connection. What would that be?
Intelligence, I would assume. I would say
Given
yeah.
keen mind, advantage?
I'll take it into consideration of the DC. I'd say you could make that connection with a 16.
I'll just nudge Valinar slightly.
Let's mind link with Denox so that the thing doesn't hear us.
Assuming
Okay.
it doesn't have the ability to peep in on these connections.
Yeah.
Cough, cough.
I mean, you guys don't know.
But, yeah. yeah.
I
Okay.
also don't see it, so I just hear a voice.
Yeah, that's not odd at all, huh?
Yeah.
To Valinar, I'll say the elves mentioned that they were captive by someone serving elders,
Great.
or at least an elder.
You don't think
Possibility.
I don't suppose you can give us more information about these elders.
What information do you seek?
Well, I mean, what
they
are
like
the
you?
elders?
Two people talked at once. I'm sorry. One more time.
Go with what Denox said.
Are they like you? Excuse me.
He kind of thinks for a moment and kind of turns his head slightly. Curious. I do not know. I would assume so. Everything that I have been told is the Elder is a powerful warrior with a incredible with incredible psionic powers. However, nobody has seen the Elder in many lifetimes. Instead, the speaker speaks for him.
There's an elder and then a speaker that interprets.
Yes. Love game, I'm loving this because I'm torturing my players.
Right? Insight that.
DM's prerogative.
You want to insight? What are you attempting to insight, Valner?
This is gonna kind of sound weird. More if he, I don't know if this even makes sense. More if he like believes that the speaker's actually in communication with the elder.
Oh, yeah. I'll
Just
allow
kind
it.
of
Go
like
for it.
trying to piece together.
I said I speak for,
26.
not speak.
You still have
Oh.
disadvantage because you can't see him.
Right.
I mean, with a +9, you're probably gonna do pretty
Bruh.
How's that?
All right, 26 is your lower result.
God.
His other roll was
Oh
his
my
nat
God, is
20 for
that-
the night.
Is that everybody except for Asta has rolled a natural 20 now tonight?
Yeah.
Did I roll in at 20 at any point?
I still got time.
I thought
10
you did,
minutes.
Katya.
I don't think I have.
Maybe not. Okay.
I rolled a 2. No, I haven't rolled any nat 20s.
Ah,
That was
Pardon?
last week.
I guess Carden's taking all of them because he's rolled 2. Okay. He does not seem to
Doubt.
Sorry, a door in our house kind of creaked open and it kind of startled me.
Get the UV light. Fingerprints. Hurry. They only last for a minute.
He
The
does
ghost
not-
wants to play D&D too.
The ghost is playing D&D.
He does not seem to doubt that when the speaker says that he speaks for and to the elder, he fully believes that. Answer your question there, Valinar.
Yeah.
Well, our mission was to come down here and find the people. They've been taken before this speaker and or elder. Maybe they can give us more information.
The speaker would be able to tell you where these individuals are.
Now, so long as we are able to recover the said individuals, we can take them back to where they belong and no harm, no foul, correct?
If they wish to leave, yes.
No. We're supposed to locate them. Nobody said anything about actually bringing them back, right?
He shrugs.
Revisit.
What did Terragol say exactly was our mission? Just to find them, or to find them and bring them back?
He says specifically to track down some of his people that have gone missing and either solve the source of the problem or return the people. So theoretically, if we cannot return them, then the source of the problem is they're being held at another city and they're staying willingly, then there's not a problem.
Almost sounds like either way we'd have to go to this village.
Sounds like we don't have a choice but to accept the escorts for now.
We should follow this interesting tentacle man.
Again,
Hold
my
on,
name
what?
is Kex.
You had to excuse him. He's not the brightest member of our group.
Valor just has the weirdest look on his face.
Basically start leading Valinar a little closer so the Valinar can get view on Kex.
Okay.
So about
Yeah,
here.
You guys
Gotta
can
have my
move-
Kex.
I'm in the wrong.
Move forward here.
Can I just call him either
Nice.
Davy Jones or Squidward? Squidward.
Squidder?
Please-
Squidwarder?
Please refer to him as Squidward.
Words are hard, okay?
Especially at this time of night, yeah.
Yeah. Can you see
Yeah.
him now, Valinar?
Yeah, he's just within range of my dim light.
Neat.
Well. Alright, I understand now. Okay.
Well then, if you wish for me to escort you, follow me, and he will move his speed to here.
So for the record, I want to say that as much as possible,
Mhm.
Tim will be in my shadow.
Okay.
Literally.
Easy enough. You rolled a 25 for his stealth check. I'm going to just, unless something changes, I'm gonna just let that ride. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a really.
Wait. But before we go moving on to that, if that's the direction of the city, what's down this tunnel? And Katya points to the west.
Kex will turn and look towards you and kind of look in that direction and kind of be like, I'm not sure. And kind of shrugs. If you wish to explore, you may, and I will wait here. And he'll just kind of position himself. I'm gonna just move him and to position himself in front of this entrance here. And you guys
Okay.
can, if you wish, to explore the other tunnel.
Yeah, I'd like to take a quick look down there before we go off these
Okay,
mines.
where's it?
For to the west, right over there.
If
It is not a tunnel in which
It won't take
takes
us
a long
long.
time to travel. No, it's like a 50
We'll be back, Kex.
foot thing.
do you want to pull everyone to us?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Oh, why?
Where did Carden go?
I went the
There he
opposite
is.
direction.
Into the abyss.
Why did Valinar
Whoa.
get left behind?
I don't
What's this?
know.
Is that another deposit of silver?
That don't look like silver fruit to me.
If you look closer, it is actually a deposit of gold.
We're in the same hills. Everybody go.
I brought you with us. Oh, right.
Liar.
There you go.
Thank you.
It's gold. We should definitely get this and then go back up Kex.
I imagine Deanoch just reaches into the bag of holding and pulls out the pickaxe and puts it into Carden's hands.
Yeah, pretty much.
Carden
Also, one for Tim.
Okay.
So, pushing advantage.
Yeah, sure. Carden, make a. You know what? Screw it. Why not? Make an athletics check with advantage. You should be really good at that.
You know what? Just because Carden is going to waste a rage.
You already have advantage. Don't do it.
Oh yeah, I do already have advantage. True. Yeah. Athletics. 28.
Tally. 28.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we
It
go.
doesn't,
And
it doesn't
not
take
a nat 20.
It does not take you very long. It does take a little bit of doing. I'd probably say half an hour passes as you sorry, I'm just quickly doing some math. As you manage to pull the gold, I'd say you would manage to get probably 6 pounds of unrefined gold ore.
Nice.
How much? Sorry.
6
6
pounds.
pounds.
Woo!
Yeah. Then I will bunch you guys up again. Initiate fast travel.
6 of gold.
Don't worry, Asta, I'll bring you over in just a second.
Hello again.
Hello.
Yep, we found something of importance and took care of it.
Hmm.
We're ready to be led now.
Well, that's fun.
Where art thou?
You're on top of him.
Wait, what?
Austin's
Hey,
like,
Asta, I didn't
"Yes."
know.
lead me.
Okay.
No,
Tix
not what I
leads you
intended.
down the tunnel, and after some time passes, he will lead you into
Our deaths.
Possibly.
Potentially. Depends on how we handle it. We can talk our way out of literally anything.
so
It's Squidward, we'll be fine.
you'll have to forgive my crudely made map. I was attempting to make it for scale and for other things, but it's just not. It's not great. So, pardon me. You know,
It's awful, I'm just kidding.
I had to zoom out because I can't freaking see. Oh.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Bruh.
Where are we?
Oh,
You guys
I
would be
can't-
right here on this kind of lighter square. That's where you guys would be emerging from, but I'm not going to place you here because it's not necessary. Okay.
Hold
So
on.
they have what?
Oh my word!
So they have a foundry, a pyramid, and a landing strip.
Sort of, yeah.
Sir,
Damn.
how large is your map?
Pretty big.
Well,
It's
I
just a-
can't even bloody see it.
Bloody see it.
I was going to describe it to you as well, as you guys are currently emerging from this kind of. There's no point for you to be there, Katya.
Oh, sorry. Delete. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You guys kind of enter into this area, and the first thing that hits you guys is an immense heat. Everyone is immediately kind of almost drenched in sweat as you guys emerge. And as you guys can see, kind of off to the west of where you guys enter at, and that would be if you guys enter facing this way, considering this being north, west being over this way. A kind of a bubbling pool of lava that currently kind of just ever so faintly kind of flows up to a building kind of that has multiple plumes of smoke kind of pouring out from different chimneys within. Kind of almost immediately in front of you, you guys actually see battlements with a couple of guards kind of standing on top. One of a similar based creature that you see in front of you. Another being. Where did my? Another being of like one of those creatures that you guys encountered in one of the very first rooms. Those dark dwarfs, effectively, kind of standing at attention, staring kind of out, almost mindlessly at you. Beyond that, you see. Actually, I'll come to that one last. To the east of these battlements, and kind of to the east of where you guys currently stand, Over here, you see a long building, kind of that stretches into a kind of wow, I'm blanking on the name of the building. Yeah, kind of this long kind of building that has multiple floors and doors kind of in the base of it.
Oh, it's apartment.
You can kind of hear coming from that area shouts and kind of the telltale sign of metal on metal.
Forge.
Forge would be actually over here. You're just too far away to tell here metal on metal. Over here, you would probably actually be able to tell more of like training, like soldiers training. And amongst then kind of north, kind of beyond your guys' current position and past the battlements, one of the major attractions that kind of catches your eye is this massive, monolithic-like structure, kind of designed in almost like the Egyptian temple, almost like an Egyptian temple-like style. This 3-floored kind of central location, mostly what looks to be kind of mostly created in some kind of goldish-like material. And all around this area, you see dozens and dozens of squid-faced individuals like Kex traveling around. Some you can very clearly tell are women, some that you can tell are children, some that look to be like warriors of some nature. And perhaps even more concerning of all, you see walking around, some of them bearing chains, others not. Dozens and dozens, leading into even the hundreds of races of a couple of races subservient to these creatures as it appears. You see other Duragar, or the dark dwarves, some of the dark elves, or the drow, and maybe even more concerning than that, you see on multiple occasions wearing chains, being led by powerful looking squid faces, demons of a variety of kinds, kind of being escorted around the grounds and throughout this area.
Can we just
Wait, they've got-
recognize that I was not wrong when I said there were demons on the ceiling?
They've got demons under their control?
It would appear to be that way.
Damn.
And Kex just kind of goes, "Follow me. I will take you to the speaker and he will be able to locate the individuals you are looking for." And he begins walking into the city. And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Wah wah.
Welcome to the home of the Illithid.
Fuck me.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Fuck me. Fuck me.
Maybe next week.
Actually, I can see how they might actually
here's
be
a question.
beneficial to have as allies.
Rip, here's a question. Is there a Leviathan anywhere?
You'll find out next time.
In the lava.
Fuck you.
Now, I can see how they might make decent allies if they can control demons. Imagine what the people of Colifor? Is that what it's called? Colifor?
Chloroform?
No, no, sorry. I was looking to pull it up. Koflon.
Colophon. Okay, yes. Imagine what they could do for them if they can control demons. Like, we won't have to worry about demon invasions if these guys could just be like, nope, you're now my friend or slave.
There may be some catch to the ability of that, but yeah, you're not.
I'm
entirely
also
wrong.
I am a little concerned though about the number of soldiers they have. Like, who are they about to go to war with?
The city.
I will clarify. I will clarify one other thing as well. There appear to be more individuals with like chains or appear to be subservient than there appear to be of the
Anything
squid,
else.
yeah, these squid faces.
Good face.
Oh, son of a bitch! I forgot one other thing too. You know what? I'll do it next time. That way I'm not. That way we're not here any longer. I'll make sure to add it next time when we do the recap. So, all right, everybody.
I just don't want to have to. I just don't have to make any wisdom saves against being charmed because I'd be fucked. Like usual.
We'll find out next week, won't we?
Yep.
All right, guys. Everybody have a good weekend. Enjoy your weekend. If you're in the United States, enjoy the Super Bowl. If you don't know what that is,
I'm sorry.
good on you.
Also, for everyone who does have someone, happy Valentine's Day, and for anyone who doesn't have anyone, happy Singles Day.
Happy Singles
Or
Awareness Day.
happy anti-Valentine's Day.
I have some.
So-
Valentine's Day is overrated.
Says the person who's engaged. Nice.
Yes, but I agree with Rona.
12 years of marriage. Valentine's Day is overrated. Why love your spouse one day of the year when you've got 365 of them?
Exactly.
It's true.
It's a corporate holiday.
Yeah. It's all about capitalism.
I feel like there's more to it than that, but I'm not about to get into that philosophical debate with you guys tonight. Have a good night. Enjoy your
When I'm
weekend.
here-
Love your friends. Love your significant others.
Love your
Get some
enemies.
sleep. Good night, everyone.
Night.
I know.
Night.